Science fiction loves to build aliens out of silicon. From terrifying xenomorphs to towering rock monsters, they show up constantly in our movies and books. But while these creatures look great on a movie screen, there is a very practical, physically agonizing reason why you will probably never meet one in real life. To understand why, take a look at this diagram of the periodic table. Notice where carbon and silicon are located. They are stacked right on top of each other. Because they are immediate chemical neighbors, scientists and writers used to assume that you could simply swap out carbon for silicon to build a living, breathing alien. Yet the chemistry that looked so promising on a chart completely breaks down when you apply the actual physical laws of the universe. We have to zoom way down to the microscopic level to see exactly what carbon and silicon have in common and where the plan falls apart. Look at the 4 glowing points on this atom. Think of them as connecting pegs or sticky hands. Having exactly 4 allows the atom to reach out, rapidly clicking together to build the complex 3D scaffolding of a physical body. Silicon has those exact same 4 sticky hands. Because of this identical structure, it appears perfectly capable of building the entire framework of a biological creature. The problem is that building a static body is only step 1. That body actually has to function inside a moving, living environment. Life requires a constant flow of energy. A body needs a liquid to wash through its internal system, a mixer that can carry nutrients and fuel to where they need to go. On Earth, the perfect liquid for this job is water. It safely and reliably delivers everything a carbon-based creature needs to survive. So imagine our hypothetical silicon alien lands on Earth and decides to take a drink from a river or gets caught in a rainstorm. Unlike carbon, silicon molecules can't handle being submerged. The silicon body's atoms are actually more attracted to the oxygen inside the water than to each other. Because of this attraction, the water effectively pulls the scaffolding apart, leaving it in pieces. If a silicon alien tried to use water as blood to move nutrients around, its internal organs would literally dissolve. You cannot build a durable creature if its basic biology melts from the inside out the second it interacts with the most common, essential liquid in the universe. Even if our alien managed to find a completely dry planet, it still faces a second, much steeper hurdle. It has to process energy to stay alive. Let's use a human taking a breath of oxygen to see how this process usually works. When you inhale, your carbon-based cells mix with that oxygen to create energy. The leftover waste from that chemical reaction is carbon dioxide. Looking at this diagram, you can see the carbon and oxygen linking up. The result is a light, translucent gas. You expel it from your body with 0 effort. That simple, seamless ability to clear waste out of the body as an invisible gas is the elegant trick that makes carbon so successful at sustaining life. Now, let's run that exact same biological process inside our silicon creature. The alien takes a deep breath of oxygen. Watch the reaction in this model. Silicon bonds with oxygen far more aggressively than carbon does. Instead of a loose connection, the atoms slam together into a dense, unmoving cluster. The chemical compound created by this incredibly tight bond is called silicon dioxide. You know silicon dioxide. You walk on it at the beach. In plain language, silicon dioxide is solid sand. So instead of creating a light, airy gas that smoothly floats out of the lungs, the alien creates heavy, solid rocks inside its body. The alien system works to create energy, but the leftover biological exhaust is a solid rock. To exhale after a single breath, it wouldn't breathe out air. It would be forced to violently convulse, choking up mouthfuls of granular, heavy sand. A living creature cannot sustain a biological system that requires scraping abrasive, solid rocks through its throat every few seconds. Compare that agonizing, gritty reality with the smooth, painless way carbon breathes, and you understand why carbon dominates our planet. Silicon is an incredible building block for the microchips in our phones and makes for fantastic movie villains. But as an engine for biology, it is disastrous. With the constant threat of melting in water and a system that exhales solid sand, silicon life will safely remain exactly where we left it, purely in the realm of fiction.